Assalamu alaikum students, how are you all? I hope that you all are doing great. Welcome to your channel. Welcome to your channel Math D1 D2 Scientific Academy. Students, I'm going to explain your practice now of chapter 15, which is statistical data handling, and your textbook page number is 371. Okay students, question number 1 is the pictogram shows the profits earned by a company in each year from 2007 to 2012. Here you can see that number of sacks are given, and these sacks are showing the profit earned by a company in 2007. Okay, in 2007 here you can see that 1 2 3 4 5 sacks are given. In 2008 6 sacks are given. In 2009 1 2 3 4 and 4.5 sacks are given. And 2012 in 2010 1 2 3 4 5.5 sacks are given. In 2011 1 2 3 4 5 sacks are given, and in 2012 here you can see that 7 sacks are given. And at the end, scale is always given in the pictogram, and you know that one sack is equal to 1 million. Okay, each sacks represent $1 million. Okay, part A is what was the profit earned by the company in 2010 and 2012. Okay, so what you need to do is you have to count the number of sacks and you have to multiply the number with this value. Okay, then you will get the profit earned by the company in that year. In 2010, let's come to 2010. Count the number of sacks: 1 2 3 4 5. So and half, so 5.5. Now what you will do is, to find out the profit, you will multiply 5.5 with this $1 million. Why you will multiply this? Because you know that one sack is equal to this amount. So to find out total amount of these sacks, you will multiply the number of sacks with this amount. Then you will get total profit. So in 2010, 5.5 sacks are given. So you will multiply 5.5 with the number of, with that number, that one sack is equal to $1 million. So we will multiply it with $1 million, and there are 6 zeros in 1 million. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, when you will multiply it, you will get 5,500,000. 5,500,000. So this is your answer. This is the profit that you have earned in 2010. Now you have to find out the profit that which you have earned in 2012. So in 2012, you write down in 2012. Now count the number of sacks which are given in 2012. So the number of sacks in 2012 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 7 sacks are given. So you will multiply 7 with $1 million. So when you will multiply 7 with $1 million, so you will get $7 million. So this is your answer of part 1 and 2 of question number 1. And this was part A. Okay, now let's come to part B. Okay students, part B is, here you can see the part B. Part B is, in which year did the company earn the least profit? How much did the profit decrease that year as compared to the previous year? So now in this part, what you need to do is you have to count the number of sacks in the given year in which the least profit is earned, and you have to count and you also need how much did the profit decrease that year as compared to the previous. You also need to find out the amount of the previous year. As here you can see that number of sacks are given. So the least profit is earned in 2009 because just 4.5 sacks are given. Okay, just 4.5 sacks are given. So you'll find out the amount of 2009, and as it's given that how much did the profit decrease that year as compared to the previous. You also have to find out that how much profit is decreased as compared to the previous year. So if in 2009 4.5 sacks are given, you will multiply 4.5 with this amount to get the total profit. Then you will also multiply this amount with the number of sacks which are given in the previous year, and the previous year is 2008. So 1 2 3 4 5 6. You will also find out the amount in 2008 by multiplying 6 with this amount. So let's find out. So part B is, first find out the amount in 2009 where least profit is earned. So in 2009, you can see that 4.5 sacks are given. So you will multiply 4.5 with $1 million to find out the profit. So when you will multiply it, you will get Okay ji, 4.5 multiply by 1 million. So you will get 4,500,000. 4,500,000 dollar. Okay, in 2009 the profit is 4,500,000. Now as you have to compare that how much more profit is earned as compared to how much profit is decreased as compared to the previous year. So previous year in 2008, so we'll find out the profit in 2008. So we'll multiply the number of sacks with $1 million. So in 2008 6 sacks are given. So when you'll multiply 6 with 1 million, so you will get $6 million. Okay, students, now you have to find out that how much profit is decreased. So how can you find out how much profit is decreased? By subtracting this amount from this, then you will find out that how much profit is decreased. Okay. So here you write down how much profit is decreased. So you will minus, okay ji. So here you will minus, I'm going to raise it and I'm going to do it clearly so that you can see the board. So students, to find out that how much profit is decreased, you will subtract the profit of the you will subtract the profit of the given year from the previous year. As in the previous year in 2008 the profit was 6 million, and in 2009 the given year the profit is 4,500,000. So when you will subtract 4,500,000 from 6 million, you will get 1,000,005 is decreased in 2009. Okay, so I hope that now this question is clear to you. Question number 1 of practice now is clear to you. Now let's come to practice question number 2 of this practice. Okay ji. Question number 2 is a company owns 7 electrical shops. Here the data is given. These are the shops and these are the number of television sets. Okay, so here what's the question? Question is complete the bar graph using the data given in the table. One more thing you have to remember, that the blue color represents the November and this purple color represents December. So here you have to complete the bar graph, November and December, and shop 6 and shop 7. Here in the question, in the bar graph, just 5 shops are given. So it means that you have to draw the bars for shop 6 and shop 7. So you write down, you will draw the bar as in November, shop 6 goes till 64. Okay, 64 sets are, or a shop on 64 television sets in November. So you will draw the bar, as you can see that this blue color shows November. So you will draw the bar till 64, as this is 60. Okay. Okay, students, so November shops, okay, 64 number of sets. Okay, shop 6 on 64 number of sets. So you have to draw the bar till 64. Students, remember that as you can see that the scale is of 20. There is a number of 20 gaps. It means that the scale is of 20. So here 20 to 40, there is a gap of 20 numbers. And see, there are 5 lines between 20 to 40. So it means that each line is equal to 4 numbers. 5 fours are 20. 5 fours are 20. So each line is equal to 4 numbers. Okay. So remember that from 20 to 40, each line is equal to, each small line is equal to 20. Each small line is equal to 4 numbers. Okay. So here as it is 64, you know that, see shop 6. Okay. First first draw the bar till 60. As here you will draw the bar till 60. So 60 is over here. You will draw it. And afterwards we need 64. As I have told you, one line is equal to 4 numbers. So you will go to one more line after 60. 60 till here it's 60, and one more line will become 64. So you have to draw the bar graph till here like this. Okay. And then you will color it blue. Okay ji. Now see, in November it was 64 and December is 88. Now you have to, as you can see that this purple color represents December. So you have to draw the purple color till 88, as it is 88. So you have to draw the bar till 88. Okay, first go till 80. You have gone till 80. Now you have to find out till 88. As I have told you that each line stands for, each line is equal to 4 numbers. So this is 84, one line, and then second line 88. So it means that after 80 you will add 2 more small lines to get 88. So this bar goes till here. Okay, I hope that it's clear to you. Now let's come to shop 7. In November, shop 7 owns 70 TV sets. So you have to draw the bar graph. You have to draw the bar till 70. So here this is shop 7. Here this is the blue. This is which is showing November. So extend the bar. Okay, start the bar from here and goes till 70. Students, remember that this is 60, and as I have told you that each line is equal to 4. So first go till 60. Here you will go till 60, and then each line is equal to 4 numbers. So 64, 68. Okay, and mid of this line it is 70. Okay, so you draw the bar till here till 70. Okay, now after this it's 96. In December 96. So you have to draw the bar till 96. Okay, first goes till 80. Okay, we'll draw the graph first 80 till 80, here till 80, and each line is equal to 4 numbers, 84, 88, and mid of this line, then it will become 9. Okay, 88, and then 88, the next line is equal to 92, and then next line is equal to 96, because each line is equal to 4 numbers. Okay, so you will go till here. Here till here it's, as you can see that till here it's 80. Till here it's 80. You will add one more line, 84, 88, then 92, and then next line 96. So you will draw the bar till here. So this is how you have to complete the bar. Now let's come to the next question. Okay, now let's come to question 2. Okay, I have explained you part A that we have completed the bar. Okay, now let's come to part B, and part B is, alright, part B is find the total number of television sets sold in the 7 shops in November and December. So first we will find out the total number of TV sets which are sold in November. So you will write down total number of TV sets sold in November. So you will add up, you know that blue color stands for November, so you will add up all blue bars. Okay, the first blue bar goes till 60, so you will add 60. The second blue bar goes till, as each line stands for 4 numbers, so 20, 24, 28, and one more is 29. Not 29, sorry, 30, because our complete line is equal to, just remember that a complete small line is equal to 4 numbers, and when it come to mid, so in mid 2 more numbers are there. In mid 2 more, each the gap between these 2 numbers is equal to 2 numbers, so it will become 30. Okay, because 20, then afterwards one more line 24, then afterwards one more line 28, then half. So 28 plus 2 is 30. Now let's come to the next blue bar. I hope that your book is open in front of you so that you can easily see. Now in shop 3 the bar goes till, okay, 40, 44, 48, then half, 48, 49, 50. Okay, now let's come to next blue bar, and it's till 60, then 64, 68, then half, 68 plus 2, 70. Now let's come to next shop 5. So in shop 5 the bar goes till 40, so you will add 40. Okay, now let's go to shop 6. It's given 64, and then shop 7 is given in the table, that is 70. When we will add, we will get it 60 plus 30 is 90, 90 plus 50 is 140, so 140 plus 70, plus 40 plus 64 plus 70 will be equal to 384. Now in the same way you have to find out the total number of TV sets sold in December. Total. Okay, this was first part of part B, this is the second part of part B. Total number of TV sets sold in December. Now you have to add up all the values, as the first purple bar goes till 80, then 84, 88 and 2 plus 88 plus 90. It's half now, so it's 90. After 88 it's half, so it will become 90. The next purple bar goes till 40, 44, 48. The next purple bar for shop 3, it goes till 80. And for shop 4, the purple bar goes till 100 and 104, 108, 112. Okay, the next purple bar for shop 5, the bar goes till 80, so you will add up 80. And then in the table, it's given for shop 6, it's 88. And then 96 for shop 7. It's given in the table. These two values are given in the table. So when you will add up all the values, you will get 90 plus 48 plus 80 plus 112 plus 80 plus 88 plus 96. So you will get 594. So these are the total shops. These are the total number of TV sets sold in December. Okay, ji. So here, okay, ji, we have found answers of part B. Now let's come to part C. Okay, students, part C is express the total number of television sets sold in salmon shops in November as the percentage of the total number of television sets sold in the salmon shops in November and December. So students, we have found the total number of TV sets sold in November and December. We will just add up to get total number of TV sets sold in the salmon shops in November and December. So we will write down total number of TV sets sold. Total number of TV sets sold in salmon shops in November and December. In November and December. So we will just add up both values as we have found in part B. In November, total number of TV sets which were sold are 384, and the total number of TV sets which were sold in December are 594. So when I will add these two values, I will get total number of TV sets sold in these 2 months. Okay, so 594 plus 384 will be equal to 978. So we have found the total number of TV sets sold in both months, and that is 978. So now they are saying that we have to find out the percentage. Okay, as a because it's written that express the total number of TV sets sold in the salmon shops in November. You know that in November the total number of TV sets sold are 384. So we have to express this number with the total number, and we have to find out the percentage. So you know that the formula to find out the percentage is given number divided by total number multiplied by 100%. As we are going to find out the percentage of total number of TV sets sold in November, so that is 384. That is your given number. Now total number is the total number of TV sets sold in both months. So it means that this is the total number. And to find out the percentage, you will multiply it with 100%. Okay, so when you will divide 384 with 978, and when you will multiply it with 100, you will get 39 whole 43 over 39 whole 43 over 163%. Okay, so I hope that part C is clear to you. Now let's come to part D. Okay, the part D is express the total number of TV sets sold in shop 7 in November and December as a percentage of total number of television sets sold in the 7 shops in November and December. We have found the total number in part B. It's part C. We have found the total number of television sets sold in the 7 shops in November and December, and that number is sold in November and December. We have found this part in part C. We have found this in part C and the number was 978. Okay. We have added the total number of TV sets sold in November and the total number of TV sets sold in December. When we added 384 and 594, we got 978 in part C. We have already found this thing in part C. Now what we need to do in part D is we have to find out the percentage. We have to find out the percentage of the television sets sold in shop 7 in November. So it's given in the table. Okay, in November in shop 7, 70 TV sets were sold. So we can find out the percentage. As you know that the formula to find out the percentage is given number divided by total number. 70 is given in your table. Okay, the table which is given after part A. Okay, so that is your given number because we are going to find out, we are going to present the percentage of the total number of television sets sold in in shop 7 in November. Okay, so that is 70 divided by total number which is 978 and multiply by 100%. Okay, when I will divide 70 with 978 and when I will multiply it with 100, I will get okay, so here I would like to add one more thing because in the question is written that express the total number of television sets sold in shop 7 in November and December. So we have to add both values. The given number is both. We have to add both numbers of November and December. In November 70 TV sets were sold and in December 96 TV sets were sold. So I will add 70 and 96 which is your given number. Okay. Now I will add 70 and 96. So I will get 70 plus 96 will be equal to 166 divided by 978 multiplied by 100%. When I will divide 166 with 978, I will get 83 over 489 and when I will multiply it with 100, I will get 16 whole 476 over 489%. So I hope that this part is clear to you. Let me tell you again. That question was that express the total number of television sets sold in shop 7 in November and December. So that is your given number. So you have added both numbers and afterwards it's written that as the percentage of the total number of television sets sold in 7 shops in November and December. And this is your total number which you have found in part C. When you will divide it with and when you will multiply with 100%, you will get 16 whole 476 over 489%. Okay, students. Okay, I hope that okay, let me show you this question. Okay, fully. Okay, I hope that this part is clear to you. Now let's come to the next part. Okay, this was part 1 of part D. Now let's come to the second part of part D. Okay, second part of part D is the company would like to close down one shop due to insufficient cash flow based on the number of television sets sold in November and December. The manager proposed to close down shop 7. Do you agree with the manager? Explain your answer. So students, see shop 7. As you can see that in November just 70 just 70 TV sets are sold and in December 96 TV sets are sold. So there might be so many reasons. We can write down the reason that there would be less selling or there would be a less number of customers. So that's why the owner was in loss. So he decided to close down the shop. So you can write down this answer in part 2. Now part E is in which month? Okay, part E is in which month did the company perform better in terms of sales? Explain your answer. Okay, when you see December, yes, now compare November and December. As you can see the bars, just look at the bars and you will find out. The bars of December are higher as compared to the bars of the November. So you write down in December because the sale is better in the month of December. Okay, so you write down December and you can write down the reason that the sale was better in the month of December. Okay, customers were more interested to buy number of TV sets in December. So that's why there were more customers, there were more sales, and so the answer is December. Okay, so I hope that today's lecture is clear to you. Take very good care of yourself. Thank you very much and Allah Hafiz.